Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of 7 properties, and we're going to talk about a lot of fun stuff about development, what's happening around Milton as we talk about the properties. Milton buyer class is this Saturday. I believe it starts at 1 o'clock, and the link is just over there, or go to miltonbuyerclass.com. So I think we're probably getting close to about 3/4 full. And so this is the last one we're going to do in a while. So it's a great class. I would encourage you to sign up. If you're thinking about buying anytime between now and probably the middle of next year, you're going to find it very helpful. We'll give you a manual. There's no cost to attend. Just bring a food bank donation. It's very important. So we start off with this one at 6020 Dairy. $389 is the price. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-washroom, 3-story townhouse with a single car garage. And I don't know much else, even within the complex. Number 77, I believe, probably doesn't back onto green space. It's probably on the west end of that complex, but that's all subject to probably driving by and having a look. I don't have a lot to go by. The pictures, as soon as they're loaded on the broker system, which is all the source material, people think MLS is MLS.ca. It's not. It comes from the source, and then a day or two later appears on the public sites. It's going to show up here. This is a direct feed into the broker system. Willow is definitely a highlight of the day. $534.9. You've got a renovated kitchen here. There was one that just listed on Meadowbrook, and it needs some work. I saw it in person. You've got Ridge. There's not a whole lot out there right now if you're looking in Old Milton, especially if you want that double car garage. So looks good, 50 by 120 foot property. Willow's a pretty quiet street too. So I like this one a lot. Challinor is an L model, so it's between 1,900 and 2,000 square feet. $569, and so the last L model sold low, and the reason I know that is because our clients bought it and got a great deal. But we've seen right in this neighborhood, we've seen homes that are 200-300 square feet smaller than this one that have actually gotten significantly, or let's just say around this price. But hardwood upstairs, it's a darker hardwood probably would have enhanced the appeal a little bit. But I've got to figure this one's a good deal. 3 bedrooms, plus you also have a little den upstairs too. And contrary to the usual, like when you see a shot like this, usually it has nothing to do with the property. This is pretty much what you see from your front yard. So if we look at where this one is, it's on Challinor facing Tremaine Road. So you do get some road noise here, which is, from a value standpoint, might just kind of lower the price point a little bit. But there's your velodrome right there. So it's almost right across the street. The whole Education Village is all in this area right here. The proposed Laurier campus is going to be down around this area. And then you've got some lovely views of the escarpment straight ahead as well. So I would say that this one's a very interesting property. If road noise is a concern, may not be the right home, but I think they chose the right price point for it. Melbouf is $619.9. It's a Fieldgate Chester model. I'm not a big fan of this model because I find the dining room, you have to be really careful with the size of your table. And then I find the family room, if you look at the distance here, it's very small. You have to be really careful with the scale of your furniture. And this really cuts down on the size of the room with the diagonal fireplace. You could put some hardwood floors in here and do pretty well. I think that anytime you have these hanging pot things, it looks like there's just a vine or some ivy or something like that that's hanging off it. My advice is always to take that down. I think the kitchen just opens up without it. You could come in here and even you've got your iron pickets here, a little bit of hardwood, a little bit of paint. You could really change the impression. They've done some basic upgrades that are very handy for them to do versus you to do. I've seen Chester models go for much more than this, and it wouldn't require very much work to bring this one really to the next level. So, it's a popular model. People really like it, and I think they chose a good price. I was surprised to see this one on Tremaine come back because it sold earlier this year. So, I mean, by the time the furniture has been positioned on the floor, they're pretty much putting it back on the market. 120 by 143 by my calculation would be somewhere around a third to a half of an acre. It's a nicely renovated home. I don't know if you'd find many rural properties that look this good. Renovated kitchen, bathrooms, ceiling fans, doors, everything is done in this home. It's pretty much as close to move-in ready as I could ever picture. And there you go. So here's the deal with where this one is. So it is right in this spot here, across from Milton Heights Campground, just north of the 401. So there is a bit of road noise effect there. So that does tend to kind of bring down the value a little bit. If it is where I'm thinking it is right here, what you're also looking at is you've got the quarry just north of here. So right now what happens is the trucks come down here and then they go across and they go down on 25 to access the highway. Now what will happen with the Tremaine exit is, if you don't know a lot about what's happening with Tremaine, is you're going to find that there's a redirect that's going to come right here like that. Actually, it probably comes like this, and then it's going to join up here. So the trucks are going to start to come down, and then they're going to have direct access here. So you're not really going to get the dump trucks, versus if it joined here, you would, right? So the redirect is going to help with traffic patterns. You've got some nice views of the escarpment over here. Glen Eden and Kelso are right there. And what's nice is not being so far out in the country, is you've got pretty good access to the town. So if you need to get groceries, it's not usually a big deal. So here's another look at what's happening with the Tremaine redirect here. We may even find that it's capped. There is a dead end at the top of Tremaine just up here. So traffic patterns, I would guess, would probably be pretty low. I think Milton Heights Campground is going to continue to get busier. There's a lot of talk of development around Milton Heights. So what's the bottom line? Do your homework on this one. They are asking, I would say, a pretty substantial amount higher than what they paid for this home. So if you want to know what it originally sold for, you can just email me and I'll let you know. We have to be careful with privacy about what we actually say. Stout Crescent is $769, and so I don't have any information here. It is Jasper Village. So the thing about Jasper, and I'm not saying with this home, but I'm saying people paid a lot of money from the builder. I've seen this with Tiffany Park and some of the other builders, where they probably paid higher than market value at the time that they bought. And so why you'd pay more for the cake mix than the cake, I don't know. But I do see that there are times when people are asking more for these homes because they paid more, and it doesn't equate. So let's see what happens with this. I don't have a lot to go by because there's no pictures, there's no square footage. I don't know a lot about it. So wait for the photos. We'll see what happens. This one on Serafini is 3,500 square feet. Although in the description it's not clear, I think it's 3,500 plus 1,000 in the basement. That's what it should be at this price point. If it was 2,500 with the 1,000 in the basement, this price would be way off. It's funny because this, and even that staircase, it's not the 2,500 model. Here's the thing. Description, it says this house screams designer. Well, these photos scream amateur because they're not good. They're not showing anything about this home. If you're at $899, and there's very few in the last 6 months, I think there's been 5 homes in Milton that have sold between $800,000 and $900,000. You have to deliver. You have to put out a good gallery so that people are interested, because the move-up buyer on this home already has a house. They don't necessarily have to move. It's because they want to move, because they become very feature sensitive. So I think they're going to have to do better on their pictures. The lot's a decent size at 43 by 101. So we have a home we're launching probably later today or early tomorrow on McLaughlin, backing onto green space in this neighborhood, 3,100 square feet. And it's going to be listed below $800,000. So that's a very nice property, very nice. 4 bedrooms upstairs, plus you've got 2 different dens kind of off the main level. They're on the splits between the stairs. So essentially you could have 5 bedrooms plus an office and a really nice open main floor. It's terrific. I'll send you the pictures as soon as we have them. And that's it for today. So have a great day. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and thank you for watching.